Ever wondered how to browse the internet securely? In an era where the digital realm is as vast and complex as the physical world, safeguarding your online privacy has become more crucial than ever. Our lives are intertwined with the internet, from social interactions to financial transactions, and everything in between. As we navigate this digital landscape, our footprints, our personal data, are left vulnerable to prying eyes. The question of privacy is not about having something to hide, but it's about the right to choose what we want to share and what we want to keep to ourselves. In the quest to maintain this privacy, there are a variety of tools and strategies at our disposal. One such tool that promises to boost your online privacy is a virtual private network, or VPN. So, what exactly is a VPN? Well, you can think of a virtual private network, or VPN, as a secret tunnel built just for you on the internet highway. It's a way to secure and encrypt your data when you're using the internet, especially on networks that aren't particularly safe, like public Wi-Fi at your favorite coffee shop. Let's imagine you're sending a letter. In the world without a VPN, it's like sending your letter with a transparent envelope. Anyone who's interested can read your message, see where it's coming from and where it's going. Now that doesn't sound very private, does it? But when you use a VPN, it's like you're putting your letter in a solid envelope. No one can peek into your message or track where it's coming from or where it's going. That's because a VPN masks your IP address, which is like your home address in the digital world. So how does this work, you ask? When you connect to a VPN server, it creates a kind of digital tunnel for your data to pass through. Your data is scrambled into a code so that even if someone intercepts it, they wouldn't be able to understand it. This process of scrambling is called encryption. Then, your encrypted data is sent through your internet connection to the VPN server, and from there, it goes to the website you're trying to visit. To that website, and to anyone else trying to see your activity, it looks like the data is coming from the VPN server, not from you. Your IP address, and thus your online activity, is hidden. In other words, a VPN gives you privacy and anonymity by creating a private network from a public internet connection. It makes your online actions virtually untraceable, ensuring your browsing habits stay just that, yours and yours alone. Now that we've understood what a VPN is, let's delve into the benefits it offers. With a VPN, you're not just browsing the internet, you're doing it with a cloak of invisibility. Now, what does this mean, you may ask? Well, let's delve into the many advantages a virtual private network, or VPN, has to offer. First off, a VPN offers enhanced privacy. It's like having a personal bodyguard for your data, ensuring your online activities remain your business and yours alone. Your internet service provider, or anyone for that matter, can't peek into what you're up to. It's as if you've slipped into a secret alleyway in the bustling city of the internet, invisible to prying eyes. Secondly, a VPN provides secure browsing. It's like having a secret decoder ring for your data. When you use a VPN, your data is encrypted. This means it's transformed into a code that can only be deciphered with the right key. Even if someone manages to intercept your data, all they'll have is a bunch of indecipherable gibberish. Thirdly, a VPN gives you access to geo-restricted content. Ever tried to watch a show online, only to find it's not available in your country? A VPN can help with that. It's like having a magical passport that lets you teleport to another country, virtually. With a VPN, you can choose to appear as if you're browsing from almost anywhere in the world, granting you access to content that would otherwise be off limits. Lastly, a VPN serves as a shield against cyber attacks. It's like having a bulletproof vest in a Wild West shootout. Cyber threats are rampant in today's digital age, and a VPN can protect you from many of them, including phishing and malware attacks. While these advantages make VPNs seem like the perfect solution, it's important to remember that they come with their own set of drawbacks. Despite the many plus points, VPNs are not without their flaws. The first drawback that springs to mind is the potential for slower internet speed. You see, when you use a VPN, your data takes a detour via the VPN server, which can add a bit of extra time to your internet connection. This detour, while beneficial for security, can sometimes slow things down. Next, let's talk about the issue of logs. Not all VPNs are created equal, and some may keep logs of your activity. It's a bit like having a nosy neighbor peering over your virtual fence. While these VPN providers may claim that they only keep logs for a few days, or that they don't record your personal information, it's still a privacy concern. You're using a VPN for privacy after all. So the last thing you want is for your VPN provider to be keeping tabs on you. Another downside is the difficulty in setting up a VPN for the average user. While there are plenty of user-friendly VPNs out there, some of them can be a bit tricky to set up and use. And if you're not particularly tech-savvy, it can feel like you're trying to crack a secret code. Plus, there's the cost to consider. While there are free VPNs available, they often come with limitations and may not offer the same level of security and privacy as paid options. So, if you're serious about using a VPN, you'll likely need to shell out some money. Lastly, there's the issue of compatibility. Not all VPNs work with all devices or platforms. So if you're using multiple devices or different operating systems, you might find that your chosen VPN doesn't play nicely with all of them. VPNs, like any tool, have their strengths and weaknesses. It's all about figuring out if it's the right fit for you. The question then becomes, is a VPN right for you? Well, that's a question that you'll need to answer for yourself, but here are some factors to consider. Firstly, what are the nature of your online activities? If you're frequently handling sensitive data, conducting business, or streaming geo-restricted content, a VPN might be a smart choice. Secondly, consider your need for privacy. Are you comfortable with your internet service provider, or even potential hackers having access to your browsing history? If not, a VPN can provide a much-needed cloak of invisibility. Finally, you need to consider your willingness to invest in a good VPN service. While there are free options available, they often come with limitations and may not offer the robust protection that paid services do. So take a moment, weigh these factors, and decide if a VPN fits into your online life. Remember, the decision ultimately comes down to your individual needs and circumstances. In the world of online privacy, VPNs are powerful tools, but they're not for everyone. We've embarked on an enlightening journey together, exploring the intriguing world of virtual private networks. We've peeled back the layers, unveiling what a VPN is, how it operates, and the roles it plays in the grand scheme of online privacy. A VPN, as we've discovered, is a vital tool in the digital era. It's the digital cloak, the invisibility shield that keeps you anonymous in the vast, interconnected world of the internet. It's the guardian that stands between you and potential online threats, the gatekeeper that shields your sensitive data from prying eyes. But remember, it's not all sunshine and rainbows. We've also delved into the potentially murky waters of VPN usage. The potential for slower internet speeds, the possibility of questionable VPN services, and the legal nuances in certain jurisdictions are all factors that need to be taken into account. Now, it's crucial to understand that while VPNs are indeed powerful tools, they're not a one-size-fits-all solution. The decision to use a VPN should be based on your individual needs and circumstances. Are you a frequent traveler needing to access geo-restricted content? Or perhaps you're an advocate for online privacy, seeking to leave as little digital footprint as possible. Or maybe you're just an everyday internet user wanting an extra layer of security while browsing. These are the questions you need to ask yourself. The key takeaway here is that knowledge is power. Understanding what a VPN can and cannot do for you is the first step towards making an informed decision. It's about taking control of your online privacy, about being the master of your own digital domain. So as we wrap up our exploration of virtual private networks, remember this: your online privacy matters. It's a precious commodity in the digital age, one that is worth protecting. Stay safe, stay informed, and remember, your online privacy is worth protecting.